Gradients are wonderful, but sometimes you need more control. And in that situation, you might want to take a look at the Gradient Mesh tool. And it's located right here in the toolbar. Let's go to another document. These objects were made using the Gradient Mesh tool. And there's your Gradient Mesh. And here's how you do it. I'm going to delete that, open my swatch box. And to make that one area that looked like kind of like a hilly area, let's zoom in on the upper portion of the screen. I'm just going to make a rectangle, the width of the document. And once I get this far, I just take the Gradient Mesh tool and I just click. And I'll click again, and click again, and click again. And it starts putting in all of these paths and anchor points in here so I can control the flow of color. Once I get this far, I'm going to take my white arrow tool and I'm going to select all of these anchor points, and then I just choose a different shade of green. And maybe I select these anchor points and select a different shade of green, and these anchor points and a different shade of green, and maybe these down here. Oops, didn't get them all. Different shade of green. And this brighten these up a little bit here. There you go. And maybe put a streak down through here. So I'm just highlighting these anchor points and changing color. Now the beauty of it is, once you get this far, then you can drag anchor points around. I might come up here and just drag these down, and maybe take these and drag them over. Maybe make a little drag. I'll come all the way down here and select all of these and drag them down. And so you can get the drift. You're just selecting anchor points and dragging them around to add some contour. And when you click away, here's the effect. So you can select individual anchor points and just click and it applies color, or you can select groups of anchor points and apply color. To make the apple, I just used the oval tool, and this give that some color. And I'm just going to use the oval tool here, and we don't want to make a perfect apple, so I'm going to select this anchor point and drag it down. Take this anchor point, drag it over, just so it's not perfect. We don't want a perfect apple. But then we go to the Gradient Mesh tool, and I'm just going to click 3 times. Go to the Direct Selection tool, the white arrow tool, and maybe give this a darker color over here. I missed a couple of anchor points there. Give that a darker color. Select these anchor points, maybe a darker color. Come over here and get these anchor points, give that a brighter color. And then I'm going to take my tool and click right here so I have more anchor points. And there I'm just going to stick in a little bright spot for light. Little gray spot. I didn't like that. But if I click away and deselect, there's the effect. The Gradient Mesh tool located right here.